Mr. Silent. I'll be there in just 1 second. Let's see how my audio sounds. Okay, I think somebody's shooting firecrackers. Alright. Why are you telling me? It's not like you're gonna invite me to come watch you play on the console. I think you're on my friends list, and I don't ever. I'm doing a Tetris tournament, but I decided to take a break and do a quick video about this topic. Because I think, yeah, I want to watch you play after my tournament. What time are you going to play? And what time zone are you in? What's your time zone? It's 1:12 where I am. What time are you gonna play your game? Hold on. Oh my God. Stop being pervy. That'll work too, though. You nasty. It's too early for this. I haven't even ate anything yet. I ain't even had lunch or anything yet. You're trying to get nasty. Waterworks. Just trying to have some midday water sports going on. Waterworks. Don't activate these ocean potions. Please don't do that. Didn't go live on your PS4. Are you gonna go live on Twitch or on YouTube? The Ghost of Tsushima? Is that the name of it? YouTube? Okay. My email? It should be in the description box. Hold on. I'll put it in here. Give me a second. Here. Hey Warren. I'm gonna explain why I'm saying this in a minute. I just don't know why people, I don't know if my notifications aren't going out or what. But maybe people are busy or something, I don't know. But I wanna explain what I mean. reason why I'm saying this, and there's a reason why I'm doing this stream. And I think it is pathetic if you have to lie to a man to get money out of him, because that goes to show that if he's not voluntarily doing things for you, that means obviously there's something about you that he doesn't deem worthy of him doing it for. If you have to go that far out of your way to get a man to do anything for you, first of all, he should be offering. If he's not offering, then what does that say about you? But furthermore, if you have to lie to get it, what does that, first of all, that you look corrupt as fuck. You look corrupt. And it just goes to show, if you have to lie, he ain't really trying to provide for you like that, because he should be offering. So obviously, if you feel comfortable enough to ask a man for money, that means you've known him for a while, right? That would insinuate that you've known him for a while, because of course we're not going to go out asking complete strangers for money. No person in their right mind would do that now, would they? That would really make you pathetic, right? So my thing is, if you have to lie, that's desperation, and you shouldn't have to be that desperate if he really cares about you like that. Okay, alright, hold on. Let me maybe, hold on. Let me turn down the volume. Gameplay, audio. Oh wow, it's up to the max. Let me know how this is. Okay, so let me know how this sounds, Lowcast. Is this better? Does that sound better? I'm gonna start over. Does that sound better, Lowcast? Okay. So what I was saying was, I think it's pathetic when women they have this Shira person and these different level up content creators. My thing is, I would feel bad if I had to lie to a man to get money out of him, because if he's not already offering and doing it to you, doing it to you, so nasty. If he's not already doing these things for you voluntarily, then that means it's not in him to do it for you. He doesn't want to do it. You shouldn't have to con a man to get him to do anything for you. I think if a man really cares for you, and if he's really serious about you, you won't have to ask him for anything. He'll do it. And I'm just saying from my perspective, because I mean, I see a lot of these chicks talking about gold digging and oh, I get him. I mean, they talk about Shira 7-1, but the only thing that she's really doing is setting women up to lose. Because first of all, unless he has a specific idea in mind for you to be his sugar baby and y'all discuss that when you first meet, that's one thing. But if you just met someone and you're asking them for money, that's tacky as fuck anyway. Like, who does that? Who just goes out and meets complete strangers and asks them and lies to them to get money out of them? That doesn't make you feel like a corrupt person. Like, and then you talk about men lying. That's just like, to me, a man lying to a woman to get her in bed. Like lying about his intentions to get her in bed. So if he does things, if he's dishonest with you about things, it shouldn't matter, because I don't know. I don't know why someone would even say something like that out loud. That's embarrassing. Like, you have to lie to get money from him. That means he don't want to do it for you. If you have to lie about it, if you have to stoop to that level of desperation, what does that say about how he really feels about you? There hasn't been any man that I have dealt with that I've had to ask for anything. Want to know why? Because they did it for me without me even having to ask for it. And if there was something that I needed, they made provisions for me. I never had to ask for anything because they offered. Either they offered or they did it. They just did it. So my thing is, Don't get mad when they start calling you a prostitute or or whatever it is that they're gonna refer to you as, because there are two sides to that door swings both ways. So my thing is, why would you want to admit something like that out loud? And is that something that you would be proud of? Because the girl that's actually has favor with men, she doesn't have to ask them to do shit for her. They just do it voluntarily because they really care about her. They give a damn about her. So I don't know how women think that's cute to be going around saying that, because that's actually not cute. To say that you had to lie to a man to get him to give you money or do something for you, so he didn't do it before. If he's not doing it voluntarily, that means you're not that important to him. If you have to lie to him, it should be very easy. You shouldn't even have to ask for it. I don't understand it. Maybe someone can help me out. I don't get it. I don't get it. It's just crazy. Oh, probably because I exhibited femininity. I don't know. A lot of times I don't go in with expectations. Okay, I will. Yeah, but I don't go in with expectations. First of all, I have expectations for people to look out for themselves. But as far as, you know, if I want to be a sugar baby, there are whole websites for that. But I wouldn't need to do that because that's not something. I mean, I can joke here and there about having a sugar daddy, but really, men offer me things. I don't have to ask for things. And I surely wouldn't have to lie to a man to get anything from him. That's just pathetic. It's like that one thing that they say about gold diggers. What's good, 88 Sports Talk? Like, if you have to lie to get it or dig for it, that means you don't really have it like that. Or he's not really fucking with you like that. I don't agree with a lot of the things that a lot of the rhetoric that she pushes on her channel, and I think she's really setting women up to get hurt. You know, because first of all, what worked for you may not work for the next woman. You know, everybody's different. Everybody can't rock. Everybody can't do the same thing and get the same results, basically. Hey, Lady Law. How you doing? But I mean, do you guys agree? Like, isn't that, if you were a female, wouldn't that be something that you would be embarrassed to say out loud? Or admit to people? Because I just think it's pathetic. Because it's like, okay, you have to lie? If he's not already doing it for you, then what does that say about how he feels about you? And why would you want people to perceive you as a corrupt person? Like you're a loser. You're not winning. Stop. Just pathetic. Because it's like, even if you do get the money, which I guess is your bottom line, you still had to lie to get it. You had to cheat. Some women don't have to cheat. All they have to do is just show up. So what does that say about you? It's the truth. Because I know a lot of them are probably sky watching and listening in right now. It's true, Lady Law. Like, seriously. If he should already be making provisions for you, he should already be offering to do things for you. If he's not doing that, then that means he doesn't want to do it. So why not just move on? Doesn't make any sense to me. It is only a pathetic female would do that. That just goes to show that you're desperate and you don't really got it like that. That means that men aren't really fucking with you like that. If you have to lie, cheat, and steal and con men to get money out of them, how hard is it to just ask for something if you need it? First of all, how hard is it to just open your mouth and say, hey, I need money? Why do you have to, oh, just tell him you're good, you want to buy a puppy, tell him your mom died and you got to go to, that's so immature and childish as fuck. And that's only going to get you so far anyway, because you're cheating to get it from him. You're cheating. So eventually he's going to find out that you're a fraud and a cheat, and he's not going to fuck with you he's going to cut you off permanently. Unless he's some sort of financial masochist and loves to be financially dominated by women. But I mean, outside of that, it's like, you really look like the loser. Because I had one female talking down on me, because I was in the chat room and I basically said, I don't think that women, if a man really cares about you, you don't have to even ask him for anything. So the fact that you're talking about you lie to them to get money, that just means that you're a loser and you can't get it off the merit of just being who you are. You have to lie to a man to get him to do stuff for you. And that's what I said to her. I said, the joke is on you. You're the loser. Because you had to cheat to get it from him. You couldn't just show up authentically and just be yourself. You had to lie and put on a whole fraud in front just to get money. I've had men do all sorts of nice things for me and I never asked for it, they just offered. Yeah, Viper, I mean, unless it's someone that you've been with for years and y'all are discussing marriage or building a family together, that's one thing. But I think it's rude, first of all, to even meet someone and ask them for money. That doesn't make any sense. Unless you're like a dancer and you're charging him or something like that. Or, I mean, that's different because it's business, but that's actually very tacky. That's tacky, but that just goes to show that she's not chose. You're not chosen. If you have to lie to get it, you're not chosen. Because no woman that's truly chosen and cared for would have to lie to get anything from a man. He's gonna do it for you because you're you and he cares about you. So if you have to lie, that just goes to show you're a loser. Like that's not cute. And I don't know why we have women going around promoting that shit. That's silly as fuck to me. Because the women that are really winning, they don't have to ask. They don't even have to ask for it. He's gonna do it for her because he wants to do it and he deems her worthy of it. He hasn't done it for you and you feel the need to lie because he doesn't see you worthy. That's just like some guy showing up to meet a woman and being pretentious like he has all this money to impress her. You're cheating to get ahead. And you don't really got it like that. You have to cheat, so that just says a lot about who you are and your own deficiencies. So to me, you're nothing more than a prostitute. Like, I don't get it. I don't see, and why would you want to say that out loud? Because the thing about it, not only does that door swing both ways, but karma is a bitch. Karma is a bitch. It's cute now, but when the door swings back around your way, which it will, it won't be cute then, trust me. So I think maybe females should really think twice about saying that stuff in chat rooms and on panels. That sounds tacky as fuck and you look like a whole loser. Because you had to lie to a man to get him to do something for you. Something where if he cared for you, he'd be doing it anyway. So if he's not inspired already to do it, that means he has no intention on doing it for you. If he hasn't done it already. Because that means you have gone to a desperate measure because you want him to provide for you and to regard you in a certain way and think highly of you enough to do things for you. But he doesn't, because if he thought of you as worthy of being provided for, someone he wanted to provide for, he would have done it already and you would never have to lie. You probably would never even have to ask him to do it, because men, they do it. When they care about a woman or love her or they're serious about her, they're going to make provisions for her without her even having to ask. So they're for sale. Most chicks feel they deserve it because men wants booty. This is why Wait, this is why the stats are what they are. I don't know. I mean, personally, I just think it's pathetic that any woman would want to admit that out loud, because it's like, if you have to, first of all, it shows desperation. First of all, why you're desperate. If you're that bitch and then you're that one and you're such a bad bitch like you say you are, and you're made like that, then why do you have to lie to anybody to get anything from them? That shows that you ain't really that bitch. Because if you were that bitch, first of all, you wouldn't have to ask for it. And second of all, anything that you needed, he would offer it to you voluntarily without you even having to say anything. So no, honey, you're not that bitch. You're not that one, honey. Sit down. Because you have to go through a whole covert operation just to get him to provide for you. So what does that say about you if you got to jump through all these hoops, go through all these things? Hey, doctor, how you doing? If you have to go through all these things and jump through all these hoops to get him to do things that you feel you deserve, obviously he doesn't feel like you deserve it because he ain't done it yet. So how you gonna walk around here with your head snooting up your nose at other women like you're that one when you have to lie, cheat, and steal to get a man to do anything for you? It goes to show that you're a fucking loser and you ain't really that bitch. You ain't that one, honey. You ain't that one. And I know they feel me on that. That's why they clicking off of my stream, because they skywatch my shit and they know I'm telling the truth. All you little motherfucking divested bitches out there that skywatch my shit, I know y'all watching. You're not that one, honey. Because if you were that one, it would show on its own and you wouldn't even have to say anything. It would show through your lifestyle. It would show by the way you carry yourself. It would show by your mindset, your philosophies, the things that are important to you. All y'all care about is money. And you ain't doing nothing with it but what? Going to buy a pair of fucking red bottoms or some stupid ass handbag? Ain't nothing wrong with liking nice things, but y'all would start texting me while I'm live streaming. I'm about to turn my phone off because y'all interrupted my thoughts and I don't appreciate that. See? y'all not gonna troll me during my stream. Let me power my phone off because they gonna have me laughing. They about to have me laughing, so I'm just gonna power my phone off. I knew as soon as I said that one of them was gonna text my phone. I already knew it. No, but serious, it's like, cause you got all these chicks out here, they're arrogant too. Like if you interact with them in chat rooms, they'll turn their nose up at you and look down on you if you say things like, well, I don't think women should be lying to men to get money from them. I don't think women should have to do that. They'll look at you like you're a peasant or something. Like, excuse me, you're the one that has to lie, cheat, and steal. All I have to do is show up. I don't gotta go through all of that and do all that lame ass shit. Losers have to cheat. That's why they're called losers, because all they do is cheat. You ain't winning, bitch. Sit down and stop turning your nose up at other women. Because you don't really have it like that, and it shows. It really gets me. It really is profound if you think about it. Because they be proud to admit that they lie to men. They be so proud to say it, and I'm like, but what does that say about you, though? The only thing that you're highlighting is that you're not that one. You're not really that bitch, because you have to lie and cheat to get it out of him. And if he doesn't want to do it for you, he's not going to do it, whether you lie or not. It just gets me how gullible they think men are, first of all. Like, maybe if you just open up your mouth and ask for what you needed or wanted, and you would get it. Because if he really, generally, men are very generous towards women that they like. Or that they want to, you know, get to know and stuff like that, too, at least from my experience. But if you lying and scheming and doing all of that because you think that's the way, then that just goes to show you're really lost and you're really not that bitch. Like, sit down, honey. You think you running game on him? No. That's weak as hell. That's weak as hell. I would never listen. And I'm sitting here thinking to myself, did she really just say that out loud? No, you think you're tricking him. No, you look like the loser, boo. You look like the loser. That just goes to show that he don't really give a fuck about you. If you don't hear these words, baby, do you need anything today? Baby, what are you doing later? I'm going to the store because I gotta get some stuff to make a meal. Do you need anything? Is there anything I can do for you? No. I think I have everything. It's just a couple of items. And he deposits something in your account anyway, even though you don't need it. That's when you're that bitch. That's when you can be proud and arrogant and say you're that bitch. If you sitting up here gotta lie to him to get him to do anything for you, you're a fucking loser ass bitch. You need to sit down and go back to the drawing board and try to figure out how to not be a fucking loser. And you should keep that shit to yourself because that's not cute. You should be keeping that to yourself. You shouldn't be admitting that out loud, honey, because it's not cute. Hey, Queen Mercy. Miss Betty Boop, hey y'all. I don't understand it. I don't understand how women think that's cute. That's not a very good habit to have. That's a very unattractive habit. You need to go back to the drawing board because it shows that you're not that one. You're not really that bitch. Because if you're honest with him, you can get a lot further by being honest, because the thing about men, I think some men like to feel useful and needed in a woman's life. They like to feel masculine, like they're in control and like they're, you know, like the chief. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if you sit back and just relax, he can do that for you. But if you're lying to get things and you gotta scheme and do all of this, you're just gonna cut your blessings off. It's Tetris. It's Tetris Effect. It's another version of Tetris. Yeah, this is a stress reliever for me. Yeah, useful, needed, wanted, and then it'll make him want to do more for you if he knows that you actually are in need of it, but you're not out here trying to scheme him to get it. It'll make him appreciate you more because it shows that you have virtue. But these bitches don't know nothing about virtue. All they care about is fucking money. I don't like materialistic, pretentious people. If y'all don't know me already, I don't like people that like to pretend like they got it and, oh, I'm that bitch. Just lie to him. And half these bitches can't even get a man to take them on a date. And you want to be up in Shira 7-1 chat talking about some gold digging and all the stuff that you get men to do for you. Fuck out of here. No. I don't think you should be playing with men's emotions like that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, just tell him you're going to a funeral. Just tell him you want a puppy. And then if you do this for so long and he finally comes to his senses and realizes that you were lying to him the whole time and decides that he wants to snap on you, and who knows, God knows how he's going to react to that, then what? That'll be your L to hold. So you're not winning, honey, if you have to go through all of those changes and rearranging your morality to get money. Money, it's a million ways to make $1, and you gotta lie to get it from a man. You ain't winning. Hey, Jerry Poor, how you doing? So I'm just saying, like, how do you think that makes you look? There's too many ways to make money, and you around here bragging about lying to men to get money from them. You're so stupid. Because you wouldn't have to lie if you were really that bitch. If you were really chosen and the coldest with this shit, you wouldn't have to even ask for it. They'd be offering to do it for you. But you're not that one. And you so silly because you don't even know it. You think you being cute and you getting over on somebody, and the only thing you're doing is making yourself look like a fucking loser. Because I don't know not one bad bitch that got a lie to no man to get money out of him. He offers it to her. And he does it for her because he wants to see her have it. Y'all, these women out here are silly. They're silly as hell. And I'm sitting here just reading the chat, and I'm like, wow, okay. I'm not saying you should be with a guy that's broke or not expect a guy to be able to do nice things for you. But when you have to lie to get it, that's unattractive, and I'm pretty sure if he knew that you were lying, after that he wouldn't want to do it for you either. So that says a lot about you. You ain't got it the way you think you got it. It's just sad. Exactly. That's, or yeah, or I'll be here if you need anything. Doesn't make any sense to me. Like, honey, you're not that one. You're the one that has to sit up here and lie. When a woman can show up in a man's life and be her authentic self and just relax, if he really wants to, he'll do it. He'll spoil you. He'll do nice things for you. But if you're lie, cheating, and scheming, you're just gonna cut off your blessings. It's like they talk about taking advantage of men financially, like it's just so easy to do, and like men don't have good sense and they can't pick up on that shit. It's really pathetic. Y'all act like men don't have common sense to know when they're being taken advantage of or not. Everybody should be self-sufficient. GTA, I've never played GTA. I haven't played it yet. Hopefully I'll get to play it this weekend though. I just want them to come back and listen to this, because I know a lot of them skywatch my shit, because I've heard my name mentioned on several divestment streams. Hi Chucky. How you doing, Chucky? So I do hope, great award show, by the way. Great award show. And thank you for your compliments about my voice. That really made me smile, because I was actually kind of having a rough day myself. And that really made me smile, so thank you. Hey V-Dub. If you annoy my moderators, they're gonna block you. And I can't control it. So if you annoy the moderators, they're gonna block you. Aw, thank you, Chucky. I love your voice too, Chucky. I think you know that already, though. No, but I was just talking to these people about my thoughts as it pertains to gold diggers, because I've had a lot of them look down on me like I'm a peasant or something. How does this sound, Chucky? How does this sound? I'm a gold digger, and I'm lying to men to get money out of them. I can't be my authentic self and just show up, because I have to be a cheater to get what I want or need, because I'm a loser. So I have to lie to them and tell them that I want a puppy, when really I want this handbag. But I'm gonna lie and say I want a puppy so that he'll give me $300. How does that sound? Does that not sound like some... But then these bitches be acting like they so chose. They act like they're that one and they got so much game. It's like, honey, if you were chosen and if you were that bitch, you wouldn't have to lie. You wouldn't even have to ask for shit. He'd be voluntarily doing things for you and making provisions for you. And if he's not doing that, that says something about how he feels about you. If you have to go all out of your way to lie to get him to do it, you don't feel embarrassed about that? I'd be embarrassed. And that's not something I'd want to admit out loud. Oh girl, I just told him. That just goes to show you have no confidence in who you are as a woman. Because instead of you being vulnerable, maybe he would want to do it for you if he saw that you honestly needed it, and he'd want to do it out of the kindness of his heart just to make you smile. But you're so caught up in being corrupt that you don't see... I don't know. Maybe these women just haven't been around good men. Maybe they're choosing the wrong men. But I know one thing for sure. When a man wants you, he wants you. And he's going to show it. He's going to show it to you. And you're not going to have to ask for things, because he's going to do it for you automatically without you even having to ask. Because he's going to want to take care of you. Baby, do you need anything? Do you have everything that you need? I know people who are in whole marriages and relationships and they're unfulfilled because they're still lying about finances and stuff. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Because I was saying earlier, a lot of these chicks can't claim to be boss bitches, where if you were a boss bitch, you would understand that there are a million different ways to make a dollar. And so if you're going around here lying and scheming men to get money from them, it shows that you ain't really that bitch and you ain't really self-made like that. Because the thing about a man, one thing I know for sure, if he sees you trying, he will help you and he'll want to do something for you, because he sees that you already making your own money and you already, you know, making it happen for yourself. So he's gonna want to come in and one up that and say, hey, I can do more for you than what you can do for yourself. Watch this. You know, does that make sense? So he don't give a fuck about your money. Like, I mean, if he's a man that's really like a traditional man, the way these chicks say, the type of man that they want, you're not gonna have to go through all of that, because he'll see. First of all, that's another point I should have made earlier on. If he sees you trying and he sees you doing what you have to do to be successful and taking care of your business, that'll make him want to spoil you and do nice things for you and treat you to finer things. It'll turn him on because he'll see it as a challenge. He'll see it as something like he wants to conquer you, at least from what I have experienced. But if you're going around here lying to men, it just shows that you're really a loser. And you're not that bitch. You're just simply not that one. That's what that says to me. I would never want to admit something like that out loud, because it goes to show, one, you're a corrupt person. You're a corrupt person, and I don't know generous men that just want to do nice things for a corrupt woman. Hi Briscoe, salute to you. Great stream you had from yesterday too. I really enjoyed myself. I was able to catch a little bit of blood boxing stream a couple of hours ago, and man, he was going in. I was like, wow. I just shared the video. I didn't even want to say nothing in the chat. I was like, wow. I don't think I've ever seen him like that lit before. But I hope you're doing well, Bruscos. Queen Mercy says, I'm single, but my ex used to step in and just pay for stuff after we broke up. The men in my life will do anything for me. I don't ask for anything. Exactly. And that's how you know you're that one, when you don't have to ask for it. Because, first of all, as I said earlier, I don't think if you're just meeting someone, that's tacky anyway. Like I said, to be asking somebody for money that early on. It's tacky. It's not a good look. A loser bitch. Exactly. Like, you're not chosen. You're not chose. And then these be the main women that be, talking about being independent and boss bitches and all of that. Boss bitches don't have to lie to get shit. As a matter of fact, they don't have to even ask for anything. People make accommodations for them because they're really chosen. And when I say chosen, I just really mean favor. You have favor over your life. Everywhere you go, people celebrate you and want to do nice things for you because of the person that you are or the effect that you have on people. You can't understand why everywhere you go, people always want to do nice things for you. It's because you have favor over your life. You're blessed. What do they say? Blessed and highly favored? That's what my aunt says. There's nothing like living in abundance. You know what I mean? Neon eyes. They want $500 dinner dates and money. Oh my god. No, because I actually started to put something similar in the title. I was gonna say a bum ass bitch. That's what I was gonna put in the title. You have to be the biggest bum if you're lying. Like, come on. Like, con artists and scammers do stuff like that. And then you claim to be so damn classy and shit. There's nothing classy about lying to a man to get money from him. It just goes to show you ain't reached that level with him yet to where he want to do things for you if you got to lie about it. Because for the sake of argument, even if you end up getting the money, you still had to cheat and lie to do it. You couldn't just be yourself. You still had to cheat to get the shit. So you're still not worthy of it because you weren't authentically you. You were a lying, scheming ass bitch, and it shows. If you annoy the moderators, if you piss off the moderators, they're gonna block you. And there's nothing that I can do to control it. So, not right now. There's nothing I can do to control it. So, if you piss off the mods, they're gonna block you. But yeah, I just think that some people, I don't know if it's like maybe a certain type of trauma somebody went through to just make them emotionally numb or just not have a conscience, but because when you're able to be vulnerable with the man, that makes them want to do more for you because it shows that you trust him. And that's a way that you bond with someone. You have to be vulnerable with the man first so that he knows that you trust him enough to take care of you when you are in need or be there for you when you need something. You know, it just brings y'all that closer when you can be vulnerable with someone on that level and not be afraid to. Because I know, like, when I was in college, I was going through, there was a point where I was going through something and I needed help. Hey, Queen of Jokey, how you doing, love? But if I needed books or supplies or whatever, if I was running short on something, my boyfriend would just get it for me, or he would see that I needed something or a bill paid and he would just do it. You know, it wasn't, no, I didn't lose. But yeah, if you have to go through a covert operation, and it's because it's not rocket science. They try to make everything seem like it's just rocket science and so hard and so complicated, and you got to do this and you got to talk like this and you got to talk like this. Like, you really don't take all that, because after doing all of that, if he don't want to do it, he's still not gonna do it. So you're just making yourself look like an idiot running around like a chicken with your head cut off, because you going through all of these hoops to cheat and to scheme, but in the end, if he don't want to do it, he ain't gonna do it no way. So you stressing yourself out. Like, why do that? That's why I say a lot of the shit that they be saying on these panels and in these chat rooms, it be embarrassing. If you sit back and watch it, it's embarrassing. And no one's saying, I don't want nobody coming in my chat room saying, oh, you want women to be with broke men. That I didn't say that not one time. No one ever heard me say that you should be with a man that can't provide for himself or do things for you, or someone you should be able to ask him for something when you need it. Yeah, you should. But when you have to lie, cheat, and scheme to do it, you're not worthy of anything anyway. You're not worthy of anything anyhow. You know, if you have to, because what makes you worthy? Why should a man do anything for you when your intentions are in a sinister place already? Why should he want to do any? Imagine if men could read minds, y'all. That shit would be, man. Imagine if men, if if all men had the power to read our minds, like when they took us on dates or and things like that, but we just didn't know it. A lot of women would just really be shit out of luck. Really would be. That's sad. It's like, it gets me how, like, some people have these, and they feel entitled to so many things, but they're not worthy of it. Like, you don't deserve shit because look at your intentions. You think that you should have to scheme people and do things like that to get stuff out of people. Doesn't make any sense. Like, yeah, exactly, Queen Mercy. told y'all, if y'all piss off the moderators, they're gonna block you. There's nothing that I can do about it, so. Oh my god, I'm not gonna stop them. Hey, if you come in here and you make these moderators mad, they're gonna light you up and they're probably gonna block you. So. Yeah, but I'm just sitting back and I'm thinking to myself, wow, so you had to go through all of that just to get him to give you $300? Not to say that $300 is not a lot of money, but it's what you had to do to get it. And you've been dating this dude for how long? And you expect for him to just be giving you money like that? I mean, if it's his money, if he wants to do it, he can do it. But why not let it be off his own inspiration to do it? Because that just goes to show he sees you as worthy and he want to do it for you. So that would validate you. That should make you feel good to know that he sees you as worthy. So why not? I don't know. Maybe it's just, I don't know. He coming in to be fed. Queen of Jokey is shit. I'm telling you, if you piss her off, you don't want to be on her bad side. That's all I'm saying. Okay? That's one person I never want to piss off. Well, she's not gonna bring mess and drama here. She'll be blocked before that happens, because I don't want y'all to feel like y'all have to sit in the chat room and be annoyed. If y'all are being annoyed, y'all should block a person if you feel like they're disrupting the equilibrium of the chat room. Yeah, I want to hear bye, bitch. That's like the greatest soundbite of the beefing sector. Bye, bitch. Bye, bitch. No one can say it like Chucky can. I don't understand these people though. These people who want to be gold diggers. It's really, I don't know. And then there was one guy that in Houston who was dating some chick. They had been dating on and off for a few weeks, and he found out that she was basically lying to him to get money, and he ended up getting arrested for damn near killing a girl. So it's like she don't understand how she's putting women in a really bad position to get hurt by her fucked up advice that she's giving to women. If she had any sense, she'd tell them how to properly vet men, if she had any fucking sense. Toodles. 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 But yeah, if Sheer had any sense, she'd be teaching the women how to properly vet men instead of how to steal from them and scheme them and be a fucking con artist. Doesn't get you very far, because anyway he's gonna end up resenting you later. Like, how long do you think that a person is supposed to lie before they have to for everything has to surface? How long is that supposed to last? It doesn't make any sense to me. It just, I don't know. That's how you know these ain't boss bitches, because they're ashamed to even just be who they are. They have to lie and pretend to be high-end, pretend to be fancy, pretend everything. Pretend everything. It's like, if you really want to see where his heart is at, you would wait for him to do it for you to see if he gives a damn about you. If he doesn't do it, and you decide to lie, it ain't like you deserved it. Because you had to lie to get it. I don't know. This doesn't make any sense to me personally. Really pathetic. No, you're not that bitch. You're not that one. Because you had to lie to get him to do it for you. You couldn't just be yourself. You know how a man is really infatuated with you? If he's voluntarily doing these things for you. If he's voluntarily doing it, that means he thinks highly of you. You want to sit here and lie and act like you some boss bitch and look down on other women who don't do that stupid shit. No, you're the loser, not us, boo. You need to reevaluate things. You need to go back to the drawing board and understand what that means about you, what that says about you. That's not a good look, honey, in case you didn't know. Because you're not that one, that's why. That's how you know these bitches are really some losers, because it's like, they're desperate. And you know a person is desperate when they have to just lie and cheat. You don't even feel good about you. They want to act like they're just so cold-blooded and so heartless and so cold with it. You ain't cold. You're not that one. You're not even made for this. Because if you were, you'd have sense enough to understand how much of a loser you are for even thinking about doing that. You're supposed to be a spoiled boss bitch, but you're not. You're lying to men to get money from them, so really you're just a fucking loser. That's what you are. Good afternoon, Third Ward. How are you today? I will not date a man if he's not 6 figures. I only date men that are 6 figures or more. I don't date peasants. I shall not lower my standards to men that cannot buy me expensive things, such as $3,000 handbags, Tiffany and Company, and so on and so forth. I am the boss bitch, and I shall be treated as such. I will not be treated as anything less than. I am that boss bitch. A boss bitch that has to lie to men to get them to do things and get them to give you money. Yeah, that boss bitch. Right. Okay. That boss bitch. Yeah, you're a boss, alright. A boss at being a fucking loser. Just a loser. Pathetic. What? I'm for real. I would not want to admit that shit out loud. That's embarrassing. The new bad bitch is the one with the Cash App as their username and begging niggas to sub to their OnlyFans. Yeah, you gotta beg. They should. If you're a badass bitch already, they should already be subbed. They should already be in your Cash App, trolling you every day in your Cash App. But you're supposed to be that one. You're supposed to be that bitch. Sit down, ho. Sit down. So pretentious. Oh, you know me. I'm being my naughty, naughty self. Santa knows I've been a bad girl all year. I wouldn't be neon if I wasn't naughty. Come on now. No, seriously. These bitches are really losing out here and they want people to think they winning. Like you gotta sit up here and lie to these men to get their money, but you want us to think you winning. Like, fuck out of here. You're a loser. Which one? Okay, yeah, I'll do this one. Just pathetic. And you think you proud of that shit. You proud to come in chat rooms amongst all these fucking strangers and admit that embarrassing shit. Oh, damn. That's embarrassing. Think about it, y'all. Think about it. Seriously, that was crazy as hell. I keep seeing that. It just dawned on me. I'm like, actually, you're not a boss bitch, you're a loser. Because if you were that one, you wouldn't even have to ask him to do it for you. He'd be voluntarily making provisions for you. But provisions aren't being made for you, clearly, when you have to lie to get anything from a man. That just goes to show you're a fucking liar and you ain't a boss like you say you are. Because first of all, if a man see you working and being a boss and on your entrepreneurship and everything like that, he's going to want to do nice things for you because he's going to be proud of you. He's going to be proud of you. That's just how that goes. If he's a man of any substance. But half these bitches that be in her chat room, they don't have substance any damn way. All they care about doing is coming online and being pretentious and looking down on other people as if they're better or they're somehow worthy of something more than the next bitch. When you sitting up here got to lie to men to get money out of them, but you want to sit up here and look down on other women. We don't even have to do all that shit. If you gotta go to that far in the extreme, you're just simply not that bitch. Hang it up, like for real. Like, who are you kidding? Who are you fooling? Boss bitches don't have to lie to get shit from a man, because more than likely, if he see you on your boss game, he's gonna come in and be proud of you and want to do nice things for you, just for being, because it's gonna turn him on. It's gonna make him want to do nice things for you. They don't understand how it makes them look. Third ward, exactly. For attention. It's just crazy. And it's like, you why would you even admit something like that out loud? That's embarrassing on your part. I've sat back and I've watched her streams with men that I have been on dates with and men in my family, and they all have said the same thing. They all share the same sentiment. It usually gets nowhere in the end, because even if she's lying about who she is and her intentions, that stuff eventually comes to the surface, even if it takes time. But if he's not voluntarily doing it for you, then that means you're not in that league yet with him. He don't see you as worthy of this, so you need to go back to the drawing board. I think all these bitches need to go back to the drawing board, because it's like, that's not a good look when you have to lie or cheat to get anything in life. That's not a good look. That just goes to show that you're inadequate and you have a deficiency. That's why you couldn't get it off the merit of simply being who you are. You had to lie, cheat, and scheme to get anything. And that's embarrassing. I would never want to admit something like that. Ever. That's why a lot of these bitches have low self-esteem, because they know they ain't shit and they know they ain't worth shit. That's why they gotta lie to men to get money from them, because they ain't worth a damn. They ain't worth shit, and they know that. Because if you just listen to these females talk, it all comes out. And I ain't on some pick-me shit right now. I'm not saying what men want to hear. I'm saying what's actually real and the things that people don't think about when they're in chat rooms and on panels saying this stupid shit. You look like a loser. You're not a boss bitch if you're sitting here lying like that and going that type of distance to get anything from any person. You don't have the skill set. You too busy scheming and shit. That's why you can't be blessed or win shit, because you too busy trying to be a con artist and scheme and trying to look like you're just, oh, I did that. I got $300 out of him, girl. He paid for this. He be paying for that. I be lying to him. Bitch, if he asks you if you need something, then you winning. Bitch, how about that? If he does something for you because it's Tuesday, then you winning. Bitch, how about that? Did he buy you an anklet because it's Tuesday? Did he do something nice for you because he just felt like doing it? Did he put some money in your account because he want to make sure your needs are met for the week? If he ain't doing that and you gotta lie to get him to do that, you're not that one. Sit down, ho. Sit down. I've never been the seeking attention and follow the crowd type. I've always been more of a lone wolf with a few associate type, because I like to see people and situations for what they are. Yeah, just sit back and watch. Just sit back and watch. That shit just had me like, wow, she actually admitted that shit aloud. Like, okay, that's embarrassing. I was embarrassed for her. And then they be in chat rooms trying to look down on other women and stuff, and it really just gets me. It really gets me. They're not used to being showered with gifts. That's what it is. You can tell they're not used to being showered with gifts because they don't know how it feels. You know what I'm saying? You can't possibly know how it feels if you're promoting that message to other women in a chat room or on a panel. Like, that doesn't make any sense. And some women feed into it because, you know, Shira, she telling them what they want to hear. She's you know, mind fucking them basically, because she got her life, she got her husband, she set. She did what worked for her. Now, if she had to lie and scheme to do all of that, we can all look at her husband and tell he's unhappy. But if it worked for her, it worked for her. She wanted money out of it, she got it. But that don't mean it's gonna work for you. But she, honestly, I think a lot of the advice that she gives women is very dangerous, in my honest opinion. Now, her content about other topics and stuff, I think some of it is okay, but I think she's playing a very dangerous game, and you know, it's not good. Because if something happens to these girls, she's not gonna help them. She's not gonna come to their rescue. What's my Cash App? Oh, thank you, Doctor. That's so kind of you. Here, I'll put it in here. And I appreciate that. I don't really ask too much for. If you could give any donation is appreciated, because I took all the money anyway and spent it on the Lighthouse charities, like I do every year, to buy gifts for those children in foster care. But who did what? Who the fuck got you going off like that? No, it's just some things that I've been seeing in chat rooms, and the attitude that I see a lot of women walking around here trying to like act like they're really bougie, and they're not. They're trying to look down on other women, because there are a lot of women out here, whether men know it or not, that really don't agree with that gold digging shit. And maybe it's because we've never had to gold dig to if a man want to do something, he's gonna do it. If he doesn't want to do it, he's not gonna do it. Period. It's not that easy. Especially if he doesn't see you as worthy, or if he just doesn't think that you're, you know, worth anything. You know, I don't know, but this is the seasoning is Thank you, Doctor. I'm so glad you could come through. I hope you have a blessed day at work too. Shout out to all the nurses and the essential care workers out there. I hope that everybody's staying safe. But yeah, I just had to come here to say that. I don't think they know how they sound when they're saying these things. I don't think they hear themselves, but this is my 2 cents. And that's just what I think about all of that. It's pathetic. It really is pathetic. In my humble opinion. Yeah. Really sad. Really sad. Yeah, exactly, Third Ward. Exactly. Anyway, that's all I have to say about that, y'all. I want to thank y'all for joining me. And I want to thank you for tuning into my gaming stream. Oh, I got to get back to this tournament because I'm trying to win. Okay? And don't forget to check out my community tab posts. Ciao.